All right, welcome back to another episode with the West Virginia Grillbilly. It's Sunday morning here and we're getting ready to go to church here in a little while, but I'm going to prepare some meatloaf for Sunday dinner this afternoon. So we're going to get all that prepared right here and get it in the smoker, and it'll be ready when we get home from church. But I want to show you guys what we're doing here. I'm using 2 pounds of ground hamburger, ground beef, and I'm using 1 pound of hot Italian sausage to mix together with meatloaf today. The sausage really adds to the flavor of the meatloaf. So we'll put this all in here. Put this down here. You don't want to mix it together too much. Let's get it started there a little bit. All right. Now, next, I want to add, I got a green bell pepper. Put that in there. I like green peppers for the flavor. I love cooking green bell peppers. And we got a red onion cut up. We'll put that in there. I've got about 3 cloves of garlic minced up. Put that in. And for a binder, we're going to be using 1 cup, 8 ounces of breadcrumbs, and 2 eggs beat with a 1/4 cup of half and half. Put all that in there. We'll get that in there. We'll give that all a good mix. Now you want to mix it up good to get all your ingredients together, but you don't want to over mix it, because if you do, your meat will get tough on you. And you don't want a tough meatloaf. I do like some good flavor. Alright. Let's hold it up right there, and we'll lose these gloves. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of my salt, pepper, garlic seasoning. A little bit of season on there. I'm going to hit it with about 2 tablespoons. Yeah, I'm going to just eyeball this, but I'm going to hit it with about 2 tablespoons of my this Allegro hickory smoked marinade. We're trying to go for the smoker barbecued meatloaf today. There we go. Right at 2 tablespoons roughly. Not exact. But now let's finish mixing this up here. Alright, get everything, all our ingredients incorporated in there. Smells good already. All those seasonings and everything in it. Okay, what I'm going to do here, get that mixed up pretty well. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make this into 2 loaves. We'll get this, get them cut there to where you think it's about in half. And we'll get this in some loaf pans here in a second. And I'll be right back. Alright, now we've got our bread pans here ready. And all we're going to do is we're going to put these meatloaves down in the bread pans. We'll let them sit in the fridge for 30 minutes to an hour just to kind of to form up and to get a little solid. That way it'd be easier to transfer over onto the grill. I got some saran wrap in here, so it's easier to get them out of the pan so they don't stick to the bread pans or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to form these, pick these up. Put them right in here, press it around, get the form in there that you want. There we go. There's one of them. Get the other one over there in. There we go. Get it pressed down. And we go. All right. Got both of those ready. We'll set these in the fridge, let them go for a little while. I'll get my smoker heated up and ready to roll, and while it's heating up, this will be in the fridge getting solid, and we'll be ready to put them on the smoker here in just about 30 minutes or so. Okay, it's been about a half an hour, and meatloafs have cooled down and formed up, so we're going to put them on the pan here. I'm going to put these in my rack on a number 13 cookie sheet. It'll catch all the drippings and everything from the meatloafs while they're smoking. So we'll just set these over here. Just like so. And we'll put this one right beside it. Uh-oh. Just missed with that one. Get it right here beside it. Scoop this one over a little bit. There we go. Yeah. All right. How'd you guys like the Presto Change-O? That was a quick change, wasn't it? We're getting dressed, getting ready to go to church here. It's what we do here in the Grillbilly household. We go to church on Sundays. So, this is going to be our Sunday dinner. We got it here in the racks. Let's step outside and put them in the smoker. Okay, we're outside here. I got my smoker preset to 250 degrees. You can see we got the smoke rolling in there. So we're going to set these right here in the middle, just like so. Now we want to bake these until we get an internal temperature of about 160 degrees. We'll make sure our meat's good and done inside. So it'll probably be, we're looking at 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours till these are completely done. So we got it at 250, 2.5 hours in the smoker, and we want an internal temperature of 160 degrees. So we'll see you after church, and we'll have some meatloaf. All right, we're back home from church, and you see the meatloafs looking really good, got a lot of good color on them. I just checked my temperatures, and both my temperatures, I'm looking at 168 on both of these, so the temperatures are good. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to baste it with a little sauce, and we'll let these things sit here for maybe another 15 minutes and caramelize. Let that sauce glaze on the meatloafs. We'll go in and get everything else ready for Sunday dinner. We'll baste this on there real good first. Use whatever kind of favorite sauce you have. This is the sauce I use, if you watch my previous videos, this is the sauce I use in the vegetables for my brats. So I want to use it again. I thought it was really good in those vegetables, so I'm going to use it again on this meatloaf and see how it turns out. Here we go. Alright. Got that basted on there real good. We'll close this up. Let that sit for about another 15 minutes and get a good caramelization on those meatloafs, and we'll come back and take them out of the grill here in just a little bit. Okay, we got our meatloafs off the grill. We got them basted with our sauce, and now I want to cut into them and see what they look like and make me a little meatloaf sandwich here. So let's cut into this. See what we got here. Let's get that out of the way there. See, there we go. The meat's good and done all the way through. You got even a little smoke ring around the edge. Looks pretty good. So let's grab this right here. Let's grab one more little slice. There we go. Put that on there. Yeah, look there. Meatloaf sandwich. And we're probably going to be serving ours up this afternoon with some potatoes and vegetables, whatever my wife's fixing. But for the video today, I'm going to make me a little meatloaf sandwich. We'll give it a try here. Let's park those right there. Put our bun on. And let's see what we got here. That beef really picks up the smoky flavor from the smoker. But you really, really taste that hot Italian sausage we got in there. Really good flavor. Remember, this is probably one of the best meatloafs that I've made. I'm gonna have another bite of that. So if you want to make a good meatloaf, try this out. Good and juicy. Got a little spice to it. I like my food a little bit spicy. Some of you may not. You don't have to make it spicy if you don't want. But this is really good. So let's go back over what we did. We had 2 pounds of ground hamburger, a pound of hot Italian sausage, green peppers and onions, some garlic, breadcrumbs, 2 eggs, and a 1/4 cup of half and half. Made it into 2 separate loaves. We smoked it for 2.5 hours at 250 degrees. Got our internal temperature up above 160. Glazed it with a sauce for about 15 minutes. Got it off the grill. Brought it in here and let it rest for just a few minutes. And then we're ready to cut into it, make a sandwich. So it turned out really good. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and it'll keep you posted on my future videos. Thanks for watching the West Virginia Grill Billy.